So today we're going to do a little bit of work on the dog's Bronco. What we need to do is make it easily accessible for the rear, especially when I'm handling 2 dogs and all I have is maybe 1 hand free. I'm Shawn.
I'm Jill.
This is 151 Garage. What we're going to do today is install IAG's quick lift system. Now what this is basically a single pull for your convertible top. That way you pull one cord and the top comes up. You don't have to do the 2 different latches, one on either side. And the reason we're doing this is because while I do use this to transport the dogs back and forth from wherever we go, this is basically dubbed their Bronco because it's set up for them. I want to make it easily for me to open up the back end with a single hand versus have to let go of the dogs or put both the dogs in one hand or whatever. I want to make it easy for me to open the back end up. While one dog can jump underneath this bar right here, the other one can't. So I have to open it up. Having a latch on either side takes a little bit of time, not much, but I like the idea of just being able to pull one latch and having it go up and be able to let the dog in and then pull it down.
I personally think it would be a lot easier for him because sometimes Shadow gets a little bit energetic and will pull, and it's a pain to just go to 2 latches where you can just have one. So I think it'd be very beneficial for him.
Yeah, he does want to get in there, and sometimes he does try to get in with the bar down, and it's really close. I don't want him to catch either him or his gear and get him injured trying to get into the vehicle, you know, was it limbo type thing underneath the bar. So the first thing we got to do is we actually have to remove all the existing stuff, which includes disconnect these struts and all these latches that are right here, and this right here we have to remove. What we'll do is we'll set you in there. We'll go ahead and start filming it and remove everything here. That way you guys know what to do. Now the thing is, I watched the video that they showed on their website, IAG's. It is not the same system I have. I don't know why. I don't know if there's a huge difference. I'll show you the differences from their video and what we actually bought. So be right back. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is we have to remove these struts, and the reason being is because as soon as you take this stuff off, it's going to go straight up. So we don't want that. We want to be able to remove the struts and then let this lay down, because we are going to have to adjust the system that we put in here to be able to latch on the hair without always having to hold it down while you actually install it. So we'll go ahead and pop these off. Just takes a flat head. There is a notch on the side. So what we'll do is we'll just lay down this way. I can remove them completely, but I don't think I really need to. Now 10mm for these 5 bolts or nuts. You got 2 here, 1 here.
There goes the prep rod.
Okay, so this is where the difference starts. If you notice, you have 2 bolts or 2 studs here, and then a single stud in the center, so 5 total. Let me go get the system that they sent us or that we purchased, and I'll show you the differences that I've noticed already. So I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can tell, there is 1 hole in here, 1 hole on this side. So the system will go like this. It'll bolt into there and there, and then the centerpiece, this right here, will bolt into there. There's a different sequence you got to put stuff in, but the fact that there's only 1 hole on each side is different than what they have. They actually have 2 in the video, which means these right here, you're only going to need 1 of. Okay, plan B. Okay, let's go ahead and install this. It should be mounted like this through one of them. That's fine. Okay, so there was a issue with our thing, and I only have half it out here, but what I had to do, either we're missing parts, and I'll show you what parts we're talking about as soon as I go ahead and shut that fucking thing off, because I'm gonna have the other. Let's see. Okay, so we found out why there's a difference. So if you look at this, it only has one hole in it. So bring it a little bit closer. Only has one hole. You can see. It should look something like this. What this is actually the adapter, or the part of the mechanism that the latch comes in. So this one goes on this side, there's a spring, there's a bolt through it. I don't believe this is the one that's in the video. The one in the video looks like something that they manufactured, a metal one. Why my system didn't come with it, I don't know. The one crappy thing about it is those little pieces in the back, they are just pressed in and they do not come out. The bolts do not come out. I had to cut this one with a notch to be able to get a screwdriver in it to be able to take it out the rest of the way. This is the one, oh, you don't need to show it. This is the one that I have right here off of the Bronco behind me. I completely destroyed the one for this one. So I have to go buy one for mine, which sucks for me, or hopefully when I find out that they have a system that actually comes with the brackets that they advertise with, that I'll just purchase one of those systems and not worry about it, because it's probably going to be about the same amount of money anyway. So we'll see how the rest of the system goes. There is one other thing I know that didn't come with, is the spacer that goes in between when you put this on and put this in. There's a little spacer that goes in there. I don't have that spacer either, so we'll figure out, I guess, test it a little bit, see if it works, and then hopefully it does. If it doesn't, we'll just move them in and out whichever way. So let's go ahead and continue with putting this thing together. So basically what this is, you have this right here, you have a Teflon, basically a spacer, and then a washer over it. Put this on over, then it goes right there through that hole, then this goes over it, and then the last nut goes on there. Well, that's kind of neat. Okay, so it's not too bad. Still kind of sucks because I had to take the brackets apart, but so far we have everything in. I'll leave these off for now, but right now I do have the ability to do this and go up. Once I pull them down, actually, you know what? We'll put them up.
Put the struts back on.
Huh?
Might as well put the struts back on.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a hand. Okay, now that we have the struts put on, they are very strong, try to push down, so you kind of have to get a little leverage on it to push them down and hook them back up. So without the handle on it, there's a little strap that you put on this right here. Pretty nice system. The only gripe I have is the fact that I had to take these apart, basically my own latches apart, to be able to use it. I'm hoping the next one I get, if I get one, will come with the brackets, because I'll need one. I don't want to have to buy a whole new system from Ford to be able to take apart and have to use the system again. So we'll see. I may try to take it apart a little bit more and see if it works, see if I can make it work. But all in all, you know, we'll go ahead, and there's cover plates that put on this, and then you put in the handles. Basically, there's pull handles that you pull down, and then this right here, the little latch thing for it. So we'll go ahead and get ready for that, bring all the stuff, and we'll show you how to put that on. Okay. Okay, before we start anything, we did find out what the issue was. While it was raining, welcome to Florida, in the middle of our video, these right here were supposed to have brackets that came with them. I will contact IAG and let you guys know in the first pinned comment below what happens and whether they're gonna send me some. That'll give me the opportunity to put this bracket back together and put it on that Bronco where I don't have to basically buy a whole new bracket for it or a whole new latch for it to put on that one to be able to drive around. Right now it's just dangling free and there's no way I can put it back together where it's gonna latch and stay latched. If I drive, hit a bump, it'll pop open, and then the struts I have on there will push it up, which I don't want to do obviously during them, you know, down the middle of the highway might not be a good time to actually have it come open. So
Yeah, that was suck.
we'll go on with the video of the install. Everything should be fairly simple. We do have everything. I double checked with their video and see what kind of issues we have, difficulties. Now, the one thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put this panel back together, or this panel together. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put a screw in one of these right here. What this is it goes in that little recess right here, the little channel, and when you tighten it, it'll pull in and basically just hold it all together. It does go like this. First thing you got to do is find the center point of this piece right here. Now it is 47 inches long, one side to the other, 47, so 23.5 inches is dead center of this tape. Ironically, this tape is what came on the packages that these pieces came in. So obviously a center of that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the screw and the little end piece and put it through this right here. So you'll basically put it through, thread this on just a little bit, maybe. There you go. Thread it on just a little bit. And then this right here is your center point for where you put the bracket. Obviously this is your tape. It's perfect width. You'll put it in here. Get them all lined up. There we go. And then get the Allen key that fits it. You got it, Holden?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So while she's doing that, I'll go ahead and put these through here. These are your handles you use to pull them down. So basically the same concept as the ones for these. They are the bolt with the little piece at the end, if you guys can see it. If you guys can't, you know, it's just like a little thread-on piece. It does the same thing. You'll stick it through here. You make sure it goes in the recess, and then you will tighten it. Now, if you see the difference. These are the ones you'll put in. They're a little bit longer. They're a couple millimeters longer. For obvious reason, you have this bracket and all the other brackets you got to put it through. So. Okay, so what we'll do now, we'll put this cover plate on. So what this cover plate does is protects all the mechanisms that are there. Put it on like that. Is it lined up? Lined up there, lined up there. Okay. Now that it's centered, we can actually tighten up all the stuff. So double check it's centered before you put everything together. If it's even just slightly off, it's not going to fit. So that's the importance of finding out it's centered. moment of truth. Perfect. At least it works right. Again, pull it up, pull it down, goes that way. It's pretty neat setup. We'll put the car back together and we'll be right back. So, a simple install. If everything came with it, it would be perfect. The fact that the brackets didn't come with it, and I didn't know until after the fact I got everything taken apart, that's fine. There's no parts list or anything like that. I didn't even think about looking at the picture or digging anything. I assumed that since I bought it from them directly, everything came with it. Plus, until you actually start putting it together, you'll never know what you're missing. So, but on the side note, it does work. It does make it a lot easier, as you'll show. One-handed open. Now granted, it does take two hands to close. So by that time, the dogs are out or the dogs are in. I don't have to worry about them. But I do like the fact that I can do a simple tug. It's good. I may change this out with something else, but we'll see how the dogs react. These are high enough. I don't think they'll get caught on it, but either way, you can still pull on this and shut it. So,
well, I like know in a future video with the dogs.
Yeah, I will contact IAG about the brackets that were missing, see if they can send me some so I can fix the Bronco right there, diamonds. That way I can utilize the hatch on it or the convertible top on it, because right now, like I said, this run right here is just hanging loose. If I go over hit a bump, it may unlatch, and then this side will go up just a little bit, which will be really bad driving down the interstate or anywhere, really.
Damage the struts that we put on too.
Yeah, so. Or damage the top, twist the top, whichever. So anyways, all in all, I really do like the product. I think it was a good idea. If everything came with it, it would be absolutely perfect. Other than that, this bolt was stripped out a little bit, or the thread was stripped out a little bit. It wasn't something that we did. It was the first time I put that bolt in. Everything was lined up. It just was damaged threads. I got it in there, no biggie. It's doable, tight, but doable. Yeah, will I get one for that one? We'll see what IAG says when I call them about the issues I've had and the fact that I'm missing brackets. Hopefully they'll send me the brackets to replace it. So.
And I sent his phone number to your phone.
Yep. Anyways, link down below if you want to look at this or look at other stuff. I bought multiple things from them. I'm happy with everything. This is the only thing I've ever had a problem with. So yeah, there are flukes every once in a while. I've dealt with a couple companies that I've had nothing but, wonders and praises for them. Then all of a sudden I get one product out of the 20 I buy from them that has an issue. And like I said, I like the product. I like IAG. We're not down on them at all, dissing them at all. I'm just saying the fact that I had a problem with this one is something that you guys need to look for or look into before you install this system. I don't know if my system's the only one that didn't come with the brackets.
Or if they changed something and didn't tell us or what. But we'll find out and we'll pin the comment on the very top in the comment section.
Okay, hope you guys like this. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll let you know what IAG says, the first comment pinned. Okay, bye.